We are live. Bill back is in the house. Bill, how are you? Mark Olson, how are you? Hope we all had a good weekend. Y'all can see me and hear me okay? Hey, Mark. Hey, Bill. Because I'm trying it in the shop again. I think I found fixed the internet problem, but can y'all hear me or not? It's a little fuzzy. Good. Awesome. Well, there might be some dust there, Bill. How's the fuzziness now? That's my finger, not a rag. Does that look better? I think it's the lighting that's creating the fuzz or the fuzziness. Lisa, how are you? Sound is perfect. Great. A little hazy pick. Yeah, I think so too, Mark. Hey, M. Hey, M. Hey, Bill. Hey, Mark. Yeah, I think you're right, Mark. I think that is the light. Right, for sure, Bill. Well, by now y'all ought to know that I'm good looking anyway, so it don't matter how the light shines. It's the hazy shade of winter, yeah. It ain't winter yet. Oh well. That's right, Mark. There you go. I show special clothes for you, Bill. Oh, that's funny. But so hope everybody had a good weekend. I'm waiting on parts for this truck right here. Got the 7.3 pulled on it. That's a truck that's set for 5 years. So, well, she started right up, but she's losing a lot of oil. So Got a new oil pan coming, valve cover, valve cover gaskets. They're sitting right here. A couple other things. The exhaust manifold on the passenger side was completely rusted out. It had a giant hole in it. See, now we're in the shop. We can show you. See that? You can see the hole right there. And then another big one right here. The pilot bearing for the clutch was gone. So, good thing pulled the engine. I had my first barber shop shave this summer. Looked like a bowling ball. I tore apart and re-greased ratchets Saturday. There you go. You got to do that once in a while, Mark. I saw a 5.4 gas engine that had, yeah. Well, on these 7.3s, especially here in the Rust Belt, passenger sides are kind of notorious for that. Driver's side is always the best side. It's rare if it's not. But I've done a couple exhaust manifold jobs on 5.4s, and they suck, especially when you have to go around that shock tower, and 9 out of 10 times you got a bolt that breaks right there. So, but we're putting the video together on all of this here, so it'll be pretty cool, I think. Finishing up a video on pulling an engine on a 7.3, another one. So, but that's I have like 2 hours of footage on that, so that's going to take a little bit of work to get that all done. But yeah, I think so, Mark. The miles were really low on that truck, 171,000 miles. So that's and that's for real. Yeah, I know this truck, so and those, like I said, those miles are for real. So it's not like somebody, turned the clock back or anything like that. And this was the last year. It's an 03, so those are digital. I had someone pose as a mechanic and was fixing 2 cars in the parking lot at my shop. Nice. Yeah, and the thing about that truck is, I mean, it really is a good truck for a 7.3. It's got some serious giddy up and go, more than average. It's well above average. It's a feisty truck with the ZF6 behind it, which I'm personally a big fan of. So he left 2 big oil spots in my driveway. Bill, you're fired. Never heard of floor dry? Hey, Walter, how are you? Yo, 04 and 08 F-150. These are horrible. Yep. Did the passenger side on one whole day job, which, yeah. Yeah, and like I said, I've done a bunch of those. And 9 out of 10 times, hey, Shannon, how are you? And Walter, on 9 out of 10 times, I do, there's one bolt right behind the shock tower that breaks. I don't know why, but it's got to be one of them. And there's just no room. And then you got to either undo, well, on the passenger side, if it happens on the passenger side, you got to undo the engine mount, jack the engine up so you can lift it up so, you got more reach. Because if it sits down on the passenger side, I mean, there's just no room right behind that shock tower. Shannon, how are you doing? I'm good, thank you. No problem. Hope you had a good weekend, bud. Hey, Mark. Hey, Em. Hey, Bill. So, that's awesome. The other day, I picked up a bunch of used Snap-on tools from a guy. So I got a bunch of tools posted up on eBay market or on eBay. So my little tool money side hustle that I got going on there. Yo, Ma, what up? How are you? Frank's busted caliper pin, so need parts tomorrow. Yeah, like I said, Mark, there will be more to come on that truck. So I thought it would be, pretty cool little short series. So I need to get this sucker done and out the door because I've got a John Deere 4020 that needs work. So I need to get that picked up and fixed for a customer. I appreciate that, Mark. I was kind of shocked that the brake calipers on this truck weren't seized up at all. Oops, wrong screen. But it's amazing that those 7.3s can sit for that long and they'll fire right up. So brake lines ain't too bad. Mark, looks like they've been replaced at some point. So I've got one transmission cooler line and the tube. There's the fitting. And the transmission cooler line was, that's the transmission cooler line. Look, it twisted completely off. It was all seized up in there. So I got to replace that. Ah, gotcha. But yeah. But I got a torque wrench sold, a couple batteries sold. Snap-on CT 761 got sold. I got a couple more tools here. Here, let me show you. The torque wrench is already packed up, but it was identical to this one right here. And then this thing here, that's your screw gun. I used it, so works good. Not too happy with USPS right now. That's 8 mil, and it was good yesterday. Did not back in Grand Rapids. Damn it. Yeah, USPS is not always the best. Worst thing is yeah, for sure, Mark. I need a new torque wrench bad. Well, you need a click style or a digital one, Shannon? I had halfway decent luck with them, but the first thing I do with USPS is I put, they have to send me all the movement on it. I send in a request for that. And that seems to take a lot of bullshit out. My last package was a nightmare. Any thoughts on the version, Shannon? Yeah. What are you looking for? Are you looking for a 1/2 inch drive or 3/8? I'm just a home guy. Yeah. Because I know Precision Instrument is pretty good. I like mine. I don't use my 3/8 that much anymore. Yeah, those are nice. The 1/2 inch one I use all the time from Precision. I use that for lug nuts. There. Right here. I bought that used off a guy who used to work on forklifts. And has a more useful working range. Yeah. My believe it or not, I use my 1/4 inch more than that's my most used torque range. Yeah, those are good, Shannon. I have all three. Yeah, me too. And I got all three in digital and click. What up, Dave? I did send you a link if you want to. I don't have one in 3/8. Hey, Dave. Was blowing the snow? What? What snow? No problem, Dave. Whatever works best for you, bud. Yeah, the 3/8 drive is, like I said, I used to use that quite a bit more, and then hey, better be a smart ass than a dumbass, right, Dave? The 3/8 I don't really use that much anymore, but I hate to get rid of it. How many inches did you get? I have a vintage Sonnen half-inch drive torque wrench from the 1950s. That's very nice, Walter. Hey, Nick, how are you? Hope all is well, my friend. But yeah, I tell you what, though, that Snap-on quarter drive, especially when you compare it to the 3/8 drive. Look how cute that little thing is. See that? It's holding them flush here on the bottom. But look how small that thing is. Unbelievable. It's about the size of your ratchet. Well, come to think of it, it actually might be the size of your ratchet. So that's the quarter drive long handle snap-on ratchet. Look at that. It's almost the same length. See that? Hold on. Ain't that crazy? Yeah, that's right, Nick. They grow up quick. I have an older SK that I think is uncalibrated. I have in unused box an old Craftsman beam torque wrench. I had a KD dial inch pound torque wrench for setting. Yep. It's the only thing I wouldn't mind having is a snap-on or precision torque that is like that, and Leaser. I got one of those El Cheapo ones right now for exactly that reason. You should see the snap-on I have for inch pounds, super small. Is that the digital one, Nick? Hello, Nick. Hello, Bill. See right now. That's the one I use for that. It's not too bad. It does the job. Yeah, I just had it out of the toolbox, but yeah, that thing is hard to beat. And then I just compared it to the quarter drive long handle ratchet, and it's basically almost the same size. Yeah, I wouldn't mind to have one of those, like what M. Lisa was talking about. But like I said, that that thing does the job. So, and it's not like I use it all the time. If I use it all the time, I'd have no problem spending money on it. So, yeah, Nick. It was a couple weeks ago on Sunday that Bill brought it up. Right? I kind of miss doing that. So I enjoy it, Mark. It's half the fun, right? I've been unplugged for the most part over the last 6 weeks. Gotcha. Must give you some peace and quiet, right, Nick? Oh, I don't know if it's the best box, Bill. It's got a lot of growing pains in it. Not a lot of stuff is matching, but redoing all those ratchets Saturday, not one snap ring got away. Hey, that's worth having a cup of coffee over, ain't it, Mark? Well, and one thing is for sure, Bill, it's not like I don't work out of that thing every day. They're going for me pay. Yeah, I saw that. Uh, was that Coon Trucking? I think so. Jam Best Toolbox because he has purchased all it for less. Well, that was the goal, Nick. I like quality toolbox, but I don't want to spend the same kind of money as what you could buy a house for. I think that's kind of silly. There you go. I guess internet was acting up again. Try redoing ratchets after a few beers. It should be technically it should be easier, and because you're more relaxed. It was Coon Trucking. Yeah, I can't remember when I saw that on was it last week on a Monday or something like that, Walter? Uh, well, if I don't have a use for it, it won't be in there. That's right, brother. Yep. Sky internets and take your time and hustle a little bit. Like I said, I'll never forget the deal on Snap on that Snap on power bank. I was looking for that for over a year. I want to say a year and a half, and found a box where that cabinet was hanging on, and I went over, bought the box, pulled the cabinet off, cleaned the box up because it was pretty nasty. And that's I got it pretty cheap, and then I was able to turn around and sell that box for the same amount of money as what I for what I had in it. So I wind up having that power cabinet for free, which that was a score. I tell you what. Not every time, Mark. It saves on utility. That's right. 100%, Bill. 100%. That's right. Well, and I personally get an enjoyment out of that, Nick. That you can hustle like that, and either you got very little in it, or or nothing, or sometimes you even get paid to buy something and then resell it, or I get an enjoyment out of that. I think that's awesome. So I like that a lot. But it's also one of the reasons why I like wrenching. So I enjoy the challenge. Yeah, that especially when you can put the deal together, that's just awesome. So I'm finding that I need a new box and a new set of shelves at home. Migrating stuff from work to home now. There you go. Well, Mark, if you look on Facebook Marketplace, man, there's a lot of good deals to be had, and I can tell you right now, waiting out a month or so, the month before Christmas, there will be people selling stuff off just to pay for Christmas, or to pay for the bills after Christmas. So that's kind of the time frame, to start looking for it. November, December, January, you can find some really good deals. So, what up, Jude? How are you? Glad you could make it. Hey, Jude. Hey, Jude. Let's show you my shelving rack that I'm putting together. There's a ton of sweat, but we'll survive a tornado when I'm done. There you go. Yeah. Well, I figured. I think I got the internet fixed, so um, I figured, well, might as well try it. And so far, so good. So. Oh, Jude, Shannon, Mark, M. But anyway, I have a couple of the wire chromes Rex, but oh yeah, where you can set the shelves at different heights, Mark. My wife has a pile of those. Anybody seen the new Matco Sidekick work table? Yeah, I lost a bunch of weight, Nick. A bunch, about 7 pounds. There, no more gut. See that? It's gone. Yeah, I lost about 70 pounds. So, yep, very good, but full. See, I make my shelves out of wood. Makes it easy to add on or change or anything like that. Actually, that Matco work table is really not that bad. It's 500 bucks. It looks heavy built. Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, I'm not talking about the cart. I'm talking about the work table though. But Kuhn Trucking had the work table and the cart both. But yeah, because right now that's what I'm working off of, is that Harbor Freight cart right there, and that Matco table. Man, that would be nice. But my biggest problem is a lot of power tools take up a lot of space sitting on that little cart. And with that Matco work table, you can clip attachments on the sides all the way around. For your power tools and shit like that. My hat one 6K for what, Nick? For a work table or one of those roll around carts? That seems a little hefty to me, but anyway. Well, I was intrigued by it. Let me put it that way. I thought it was a pretty cool design. My my Metco guy has one on the truck, so yeah, for especially for at home, the U.S. General will be just fine. The new Snap-on. I have not seen that. Let's see if we can bring that up, Nick. Give me 1 second here. QB. WB 601A. A 1 BVF. Oh yeah, yeah. I see now what you're talking about, Nick. But that's just a regular table. Give me 1 second here. I'm going to pull it up and then see if I can share it with you guys. We'll do it in Power Stroke Jude Green. You see if we can. How the hell did you do that again? Share screen. There you go. That's the one. Here's Dave.
How's it come across?
Very loud.
Really?
Yeah.
Let me try to tone it down. That ain't better?
Just as loud. If you can't make it, if you can't change it, put a sock in your mouth. That may help.
Yeah, I'm not Ed.
Jude says I'm ordering one. They look pretty nice. The one that I was talking about, here, give me 1 second. Remove. I'm going to see if I can bring it up.
I'm on something I'm normally not on. My internet's out right now. I don't even see the chat.
Yeah, let me see if I can pull this Matco Sidekick up. Have you seen it, Dave?
Seeing what?
Yeah, hold on. Here, we'll show you. Where's your face? Did you turn the light off?
I don't know. I'm trying
There
to
you
figure
go.
this shit out.
All right, here we go, guys. Oh, there you go. That one. Have you seen that one?
Was it a stool?
No, it's a table. So that's your bottom part there, so you can put cans and shit like that. And then right there where all those holes are at, you can put attachments on it.
Gotcha. if for some odd reason it's just like right around 8:30 p.m. tonight, I got a text message and email stating that Xfinity was going to be doing upgrades in my area and I may have a temporary loss of service. Well, my TV works, but my internet doesn't. So I reset the modem. It's just they're not done yet, obviously. So I'm doing this right off my phone.
Well, Shannon says you sound okay. Yeah, I'm with you on that, Em. Heart blowing snow with a suck in his mouth. Oh, Mark.
Yeah. Sometimes senior citizens even have good jokes. Give that one a thumbs up.
Your mama says those numbers are crazy. Well, I think 500 is a little easier hill to climb than 6,000, but
What numbers are crazy?
on those carts and shit.
Well, nothing's cheap anymore.
No.
I think I paid $2.61 per egg today.
For what?
Per egg. And I think I
Oh,
broke
per
it down
egg?
to 84 cents per piece of toast. Another 78 cents for some hash browns. I took down the $8 breakfast I had at the restaurant and I broke it down how much each thing costs if I had to buy it myself. Nothing's cheap.
Well, according to your mama, except for bad advice, you need some?
No, you want bad advice? That's not cheap either, man. I mean, fucking hey, we've been listening out of the last fucking what? 8, 4, 4, it's 16 years. Another year in 17 years. We've been listening to shit advice for at least fucking 17 years now. And it's cost us a fortune.
$8 breakfast.
$8 breakfast is cheap in my part of town. Unless you wake up like an old fart and you get out there before 7:15 a.m., then you might get it on the senior special for like $5.95. But 2 eggs over easy with toast here is freaking $5, $6.
Yeah, Mark was saying took my sister-in-law out to eat for her birthday Sunday. 6 people, almost $300.
Yeah, it's
Out here,
expensive.
that's just toast and orange juice.
Yeah, Jew lives in fucking Cali, man. I don't even want to know what the fuck shit costs there. At least I know with
Right.
Snap-on tools, his Snap-on tools are no more base price for the tools than they are for me. Now, I'm sure he has a higher state income tax than I have, but if you want that green shit, Jude, you got to spend those few extra cents on that state income tax. Get that green Snap-on shit. But shit, I would. What's a gallon of milk, Jude? I bet a gallon of milk in California is probably $3 here. It's got to be at least $4.95 in California.
Nick is saying I don't have a Matco truck by me. Stop is the only one that stops. I have seen the Mac and Cornwell truck drive right by when Zip have the doors wide open and clearly working on various bikes. And
But you're
never,
not really, unless you're looking to buy a toolbox, you're not missing out by it. The Matco dealer not stopping by it. Every tool in his truck is overpriced and rebranded. Although I will give them credit, they're there for customer service warranty. So I do support my Matco dealer. I support all my tool dealers because it's convenient and I have good dealers. So I'm lucky. I know not everybody has good dealers, but I know Jude has good dealers.
yeah, my Snap-on dealer, he's gold. My Cornwell dealer, he's okay. And my Metco dealer, he's I only talk to him once every year, once every 2 years, so that should tell you a lot.
Devin, why are you making the food? Add a little bit more to Haley's bowl or Bella's bowl. Give Bella a little bit more. She's a fat dog. She likes it. No, Jude had what? Roscoe. He had Roscoe's a snap-on guy.
Yeah, Cornwell guy and a
Gabe
Metco
was
guy.
just Gabe. Gabe was the guy that had the truck loaded. Cornwall guy. Gabe's truck was the shit, man. I
Hmm.
found it interesting to watch Jude's videos going on Gabe's truck, and just
Yeah.
Gabe's personality. Gabe's his aura, the way he presented himself was just absolutely awesome.
Well, the thing that I liked about Gabe is, you really know that guy's been there, done that. You know what I mean?
Know exactly what you mean. No, Gabe he was awesome.
But then again, that's with my Snap-on guy too. He used to work at a tractor dealership working on skid steers and shit. So he used to be a tech himself.
I think all three of my dealers were techs of some type. I know for a fact my Snap-on dealer was a diesel tech. My Mac dealer was also a diesel tech, and my Matco dealer, I think, was a Toyota technician. He was a
Yeah,
foreign car technician agent.
my Cornwell guy has always been in sales. Walter says my dad had one bad Matco dealer in the past. Told him not to come back, refusing to replace a broken ratchet or a broken socket. Sorry. Yeah, Nick, I agree. I really like the Mac dealer that he's got on Pablo.
If if I had anything negative to say about any of my tool dealers, it'd be my Matco guy, and I really don't want to say anything negative about him. It's just sometimes he doesn't think. I've been doing this over 30 years. He walks
Yeah.
in. I got this socket set on promo. Like, dude, like, you really think a guy of 30 years doesn't already have these sockets? That kind of shit. No, show me something new. Don't show me a quarter-inch drive socket set.
Yeah.
If you do, it better be something special about it, something different, something new, something unique. But I have good dealers. All three of my dealers, I'll say, are good tool dealers. All three of them are good guys.
Mark says over the years I've bought surprisingly little off the trucks. I'm too cheap, I guess. I my Snap-on guy really likes to wheel and deal, and my biggest thing is I got to make sure that the order that I place with him needs to be big. Then I can really crunch the numbers down with him, and then I throw in a couple trade-ins and shit like that.
Come on,
Works.
Theo.
I
We
mean,
know
he
how you
really.
operate. We know how you operate. You order $1,000 worth of shit. You bring them in your garage. You give them a free dozen eggs or so. maybe a chicken or two, maybe some of the farmer's wives do. And you say, I only owe you $500, right? And he's like, no, actually, Theo, I owe you $500, right? I don't want you to like leave this garage unsafe. And he's like, yeah, Theo, you only owe me $500. That's the way to wheel and deal. No, your dealer gave you a good deal on that last ratchet you bought, didn't he? That the new brushless quarter-inch drive ratchet. You got a pretty good deal on that, didn't you?
Yeah, $300.
And what's the list for?
I'm
Probably like four
not sure. Yeah, I
or
think
four
it's like, yeah, I
35.
think no, it's not 435. I know the 3/8 is like 450, 460. So I think the quarter is right at 4 or close to it. So yeah.
Yeah, they're right around for her. I still like this
Yeah.
ratchet. Now, I know balls have no joints. That's why I sold my ball joint press. But come on, farmer's wife, man, my knee is on fire. What do I do for it?
Wear knee pads.
No, my knee's on fire. Like I twisted the shit up. It's on fire, man. Just one knee, not both.
JWC Tech, what up? Grabbed another 3-piece foam torque wrench set for $900 Friday. Nice. Yeah, I watch them once in a while, Mark. I don't watch them all the time. Jude's getting a 24-inch battery ratchet. Yeah, my dealer had it on the truck Friday when he was here.
What did you just say? It's a
He's
bitch to
getting
swing.
it. I'm getting a 24-inch battery ratchet.
Oh
That
yeah, the
new one.
long extended one.
Yeah, there you go, Bill.
You're talking about that long extended one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right, Mark. Get off your knees. That's why I said knee pads.
No, I was walking, dude. It happened. I wasn't on the ground. I was walking. I hit like a divot in the ground.
Well, Nick says stop earning on your knees.
Uh, these guys want trouble, don't they?
Well, hey, Mark, depends on, in my opinion, depends on what you work on. You know, like guys that work on semis, you know, they stuff those engines way back into the cab now. So, I mean,
Well,
for that, I think
wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. If you're working on any guy that's got a semi, you need help.
what?
You need help. If you're working on
For
any
the,
guy that's got a semi, you need help. You don't
for
touch
the,
that shit. That's a female's job to work on a semi, not yours.
what?
Wait, we transgender on your channel now? Working on semis?
Semi truck, dude.
You didn't say truck, you said semi.
Whatever.
You gotta be perfectly clear now.
I was perfectly clear.
Or Disney will fire you.
They don't fucking pay me anyway.
That's exactly right. Poor Jimmy Kimmel. He lost $16 million a year salary. I feel so bad. I'm sure everybody else in America does too.
That's right, Mark. They all say, I was just walking. And then the truth comes out. Well, we're right at the 1 hour mark.
Yeah, 1 hour we all turn into prunes. We no longer plums.
Well, it's getting about time for my beauty sleep and the like. So gotta keep it up.
Everybody, thanks for supporting Country Mile, and thanks for having me on, Theo. I hope everybody has a good rest of their week. And shine on, like always.
All right, Dave. Thank you for coming on. Appreciate it. And everybody in the chat, thank you for coming out, hanging out with me tonight. I appreciate it. Hope everybody had a good weekend. Hope everybody's gonna have a good week. And we'll catch y'all on the next one. Peace out.